everybody. I'm Wendy with Wendy's Adventures, and this is my series, Handmade at Heart with Craft Round the Clock TV. A little about me, a little bit about me. I own a boutique, Rose Brook Boutique, located near Meridian, Mississippi. I am a wife, a mom, and a nana of 5 and 1 on the way, y'all, in October. So excited about that. And love my grands, and my children too. But I love crafting, painting, and woodworking. And the Handmade at Heart series, I'm taking it on the road, y'all. I'm taking my adventures on the road. And I am so excited that y'all will be traveling along with me. We will meet some fabulous small business owners, and they will share their talents, how they hand make their unique, one-of-a-kind items. We'll be visiting their home. We're in her home today, or their workshops, and we'll learn the techniques that they share with us, y'all. How exciting. And it's going to be fun. So I'm so glad y'all are with us. So come on in. Welcome. Come on in. Let us know you're there. And meet Miss Sherry Chandler with CRtC Creations. And I'm going to turn it over to her for the next few minutes. She's going to show us what we're making today and some of the just general supplies that we'll need. And come on in. We're going to have fun crafting together. Welcome.
Well, thanks for having me. My name is Sherry Chandler, and my husband and I both own CRtC Creations. We don't necessarily have a storefront. We have a booth at the Rusty Chandelier, which is in downtown Laurel, Mississippi, which has become famous because of the great show Hometown. But you'll hear my dog whining because he wants to be in my lap. And anyway, I'm a respiratory therapist. I work at the local hospital here, 12-hour shifts, and when I do this, it's kind of my downtime to think about something else besides what's going on at the hospital. But I am married. Like I said, my husband and I have been married for 20 years. Between us, we have 4 kids, 5 grandkids, and 2 great-granddaughters. You would never think we're that old, but we are. But how I kind of got started in doing wind chimes and sun catchers is a very good friend of mine got me involved with a group called Invisible Children, and they work with the children's soldiers in Uganda. So I kind of started doing this as a fundraiser, and then I realized that I really enjoyed it and wanted to move further and have a lot more stuff and sell it. So my husband and I started doing the travel craft shows, festivals. We would go around and set up our tent and sell everything. And COVID hit. We stopped doing it. There's really not a whole lot of festivals starting back. So I got a booth in the Rusty Chandelier, so I have a permanent place where I can sell my stuff. So I did want to kind of show a sun catcher today, and the basic things you will need for the sun catcher, making the sun catcher itself, is ponytail beads of all colors. I have a bunch here that I work from, and when I sit down, I really don't have anything in mind until I just sit down and start making it. So what I've done here is I've taken a cake pan. And you can have cake pans of any size, any color. I got these at like the dollar store, and I use them only for this. Here's my little tin, a muffin tin. I use it only for these because I would not want to cook in these after I have used them for the sun catcher.
So I've been wanting to play in her beads all day, y'all. She had them all set up so pretty on the table. You can see some of them in front of us. Hey to y'all. Let's see. We see Melody, Beth. I saw Katie. Welcome everybody. We send the roses at Rose Brook Boutique, and that means to send out the video to friends and family. I appreciate everybody that's hopping on, saying hey to us, and doing all the things. We appreciate y'all. But I wanted to show y'all her pretty beads, and we're going to sort of tell y'all where she gets her stuff. look at how cute they are. And I told her I'm not sure if I would love to, you know, do the little details.
I have my little tweezers
but
here.
I love to play in the beads, y'all. I love it. Look, she's got the purple and the white, so she's just got it all, everything she needs. And these right here, ooh, that's heavy. Broke her little thing, y'all.
That's okay.
Look, these are even more decorative and different shapes and designs. So we're gonna probably lose some because I
okay.
broke her thing.
No, that's all right.
But all cute, like kind of a bead. So where do you find your supplies?
This basically are ponytail beads. You can get them on Amazon. I order also from a company called Beadery and another company called Bead 10. But you can order specific colors. They come in mixtures. They come with sparkles. They come. I try to work a lot with the translucent ones so that the sun shines through them, and they're a little more eye-catching.
Right.
So that kind of helps too. So, but I do use the solid beads sometimes when I'm making flower stems, or if I have to do a particular color for college teams. I like to do those. I do scenes of different things, so I do a lot of different types of.
And where do you get your inspiration for your designs?
Right here in my head.
She's got it all in her head, y'all. I would probably have to look at a picture or, you know.
No, I really
something.
just, when I sit down, I don't have a picture. See, here is like a flower that I'm doing.
Look
and
how
you can
pretty.
see the colors, and then I have my beads. I have my little tweezers that I work with, and then I take them and one by one put them into the pan, and then
Let me try one.
Sure. There you go.
Y'all, I'm all thumbs when it comes to stuff like this. Now,
Make sure you get a clear one.
oh goodness, let me get my glasses on, y'all. Let me get my glasses on.
Gotta get a clear one.
We
'cause I
gotta
stay
find
with
a
my
clear
design.
one. We gotta find a clear one. Okay, and,
Yep.
and that pink and clear look.
Yeah,
that's
I know.
clear.
That's a clear one, and just put it right
And
in
look,
there.
y'all. Oh, I'm already shaky.
You gotta have
already
you do have to have a steady hand.
Yeah, anything real small, I don't know. I just start having anxiety over it. Look at there, look at there. I'm doing it, y'all. Yay. She did all the rest.
Yeah.
I'm just doing the few.
It takes about an hour for me to do one of these. So, like I said, this is my therapy. I spend a lot of time, and this kind of takes my mind off of all the other stuff in the world going on right now. So,
Do I need another one? That good?
yeah, that would probably be okay right now. You don't have to have them really, really, really close.
And does it matter if some's like
No,
that? Okay.
because once this is put together and the design is finished, you put these in your oven at 400 degrees, and then you bake them for 30 to 40 minutes. You have to kind of watch it. 30 minutes is usually enough time, but sometimes they won't be completely melted, so you want to let them sit a few more minutes to make sure that they have this flat surface like this little piece here does. It's really flat on both sides.
So once she just gets her design in her head, she just has to figure out the colors she want to use and just create the design. And she said that takes her about an hour, y'all.
An hour.
So that's good therapy, I'm sure.
I do have a few pieces here that came out of the oven, and here's one for our local college, Mississippi State. I'll get it right here in a minute. Flip it. There it is, Mississippi State University, my favorite.
Just hold it regular.
Yep. So, also here's one that is just
Tie-dye.
colorful.
Our tie-dye week theme, y'all, here on Craft Around the Clock.
Yeah.
But that could be considered tie-dye with all the different colors. Look how cute.
Yeah, and here is one for those LSU fans.
LSU, and you got one that's already made for
Yes,
Tennessee.
sir. I do have one over here that's already finished for Tennessee. I'll get it out if I can not break it.
Y'all hear that?
This is what it looks like in the end.
Look, that's what, after she completes it, that's how pretty it is. And this is for the Tennessee fans right there. We don't have an Alabama one though.
Sorry,
Roll Tide! Roll Tide!
Here's one that I did for my brother.
Oh, look how
and
pretty.
It is a beach scene, so he can hang it up in his house. And it makes beautiful sound, and you can put any color bead here. I try to use the glass beads at the bottom so that they're translucent and also they sparkle. So when the sun hits it, it kind of has a iridescent look and it shows little sparkles everywhere.
So this one is a sun catcher and a wind chime because it makes the little clanking noise when the wind blows. But aren't those so pretty? Now, so she gets her design and it just, ooh,
it's gonna fall.
And whatever shape she wants to use is what she does it in. So like this one is going to be a square shape.
Yes.
And then she showed the pans earlier.
Pans here.
Different
sizes. You can do heart-shaped pans, and like I did have a muffin pan. That's what I make the bottom pieces out of, so that you can do any design, color, get crazy.
And like I was telling her, in the cake section of, the cake decoration, they usually have different
at the dollar
shapes.
store. I mean, like I said, I didn't put a lot of money. These aren't really good pans. I did get them at the dollar store, so you don't have to spend a lot of money on that.
Yeah, and it's a good little small business for you, isn't it?
I sell a good many of these every month at the Rusty. So
all right, so what we're going to do next? I think she's going to teach me how to drill too, y'all.
So yes. So the next part is putting them together. You want to make sure that you have your pieces. So I have my pieces here. I'm going to do some little round pieces that I had made to go on the LSU wind chime. So you just have to create a hole in it because you want to connect your wire to your sun catcher. So I have my
And she just uses
drill.
what kind of wire?
The wire that I use a saltwater wire, fishing wire. It is nylon coated stainless steel. So this will not break unless you cut it. That's the only way that this will break. You can get them from different companies. When I first started, I went to the sports store in Hattiesburg and got my first bit of wire. I also use these leader sleeves. All this is in the fishing section at a sports store. And these are the leader sleeves. And what this is you run your wire through this little piece here. Can't see it.
Ooh, that's
but
little.
Wire goes through there, and then you have to crimp it so that everything stays on the wire. So we have our pieces that are going to go at the bottom, and what we do is we take our drill and just make sure that you have a piece of wood to drill on because it keeps you from drilling through your table. So,
and we don't want to drill her table. Her husband made
my
this table, and it's so pretty.
So we're going to drill.
Do you put pressure while you're drilling?
Yes, I do.
So a little pressure.
And you'll see it has the little stuff go there, come off there. So I'm going to let you do this one. Ta-da!
Oh, goodness, y'all.
Okay.
I don't know about me and any kind of electric tool.
Okay, so you want to kind of do it toward the top so that it...
Right here?
Yes.
And you just straight up and down.
Yes, and then push down. There you go.
And then hit the button.
Hit the button and go. Push down.
I'm not pushing hard enough.
There you go. You got it.
And then just pull
it out. All right.
Yay! My first drilling experience, y'all, on live TV.
So there's our little hole that we're going to run our wire through for our wind chime. So now I am going to just do one little wire real quick for everybody to see. Beads are rolling everywhere. That's why I work on a towel so that my beads won't run away from me. Okay, so we have this, and I've already pre-drilled 2 holes up here for the top wire, so because I run a wire up, and then I have the peak holes down here at the bottom.
So she's already pre-drilled.
So I've pre-drilled this one for today. So we have our wire, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put a leader sleeve on the wire. So that
sort of like threading a needle, isn't it?
Like threading a needle. So you're going to run it through your hole, bend it over. There we go. It's
and then you get it on
you have to get it on both of the wires.
Make sure both the end and the wires and the little, what you call that?
Little crimp. It's a little sleeve, leader sleeve. Now I have my crimping tool. So now I'm going to go in and I'm actually going to crimp that together. And you have to squeeze kind of hard because you're going to bend that sleeve tight around your wire so that it won't come off. You see that? It won't come off once you put your beads and things on it. So you just get it the length that you want it, cut it with my trusty wire cutters, and then you just thread your beads on there. So you just find what your bead,
and you just sort of mix them up.
You mix them up. That's why I love to do these colorful ones that have the different colors in it, because I'm not limited to any color.
Right.
So that helps, and you can do all sizes. Look, I have some butterfly beads here.
Look how cute. I love that. Let me show them closer. There's the butterfly bead there. Look how cute.
I have some peace signs that I like to put on them. There's some beads
here.
Look, that's really
some
pretty.
Sparkle for those that love the sparkle.
I love the sparkle.
Look at there.
Yes.
So those diamond dusters out there.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm very rustic and farmhouse, so I don't use a lot of sparkle, but I know a lot of crafters love the sparkle.
Yeah, so we just thread them on, and this takes a while too. It takes me about an hour to put it together. So with the beading and then
how long do we bake it?
We're going to have to bake it for about 30 to 40 minutes. So that time there, 30 to 40 minutes, and then it takes me about an hour to actually do this part.
That's why handmade crafts, y'all, are a little more expensive than you get in the stores because they're being mass produced in the stores, and they can do it a lot quicker. But handmade items are so unique, and I love going to vendor places, and like she mentioned, she has a vendor booth at the Rusty Chandelier in Laurel, Mississippi. We are in the Mississippi area, Taylorsville right now, but it's just on the outskirts of Laurel and not too far out from Laurel. About how far from Laurel?
It takes me about 20 minutes to get into town every morning when I go to the hospital, so it's about 18 miles, so 20 minutes.
And it's good roads. I had no problem getting here, so she's not too far out, but you can, if you're interested, she does have a website, and what is it?
Well, it's a Facebook page, and it's called CRtC Creations. You can message me. I do make them. I will ship them to you. I sell them for $18.50 at the Rusty Chandelier, and whatever shipping is, probably about $5, $6, maybe $10. I'm not sure, because postage keeps going up like everything else. So I'll be glad to ship anything. I can do any design, any college, I'll do my best. Yeah, I'll do it. High schools, I don't care. Whatever you'd like, I will get that out to you.
They're great little unique gifts as well. But if you missed what we were saying, and you think, oh, I want to contact her, you can just put it below, and I'll be checking messages. So we'll get back with you. But she does have a Facebook page, CRtC Creations, and then if you're in the Laurel area, y'all can stop by her vendor booth, and it's CRtC Creations there as well.
Yes.
In the Rusty Chandelier. And Laurel's a really good hot spot, y'all.
It's a great place right now. Ben and Aaron have put Laurel, Mississippi on the map. We are a tourist destination. Who would have thunk it? Yes,
right.
Yes,
and so
we are.
We get people from all over that come on their vacations to Laurel, and we have a lot of campers and things like that. So it's a busy little place. So y'all, if you haven't been, y'all come on and see us. Mississippi's a great place to be.
Yes, just make sure that you come on a day where most things are open in Laurel. A lot of places are closed on Sundays and Mondays.
Right.
So just keep that in mind. A good time to come to Laurel is Tuesday through Thursday, through Saturday.
The Rusty's only open Thursday through Saturday.
Yeah. So if you want to see the Rusty, you have to come on those days.
Now, did you tell them about your doggies?
I have 7 dogs, y'all.
I can't believe she didn't tell y'all about her babies.
Yes, I have 7 dogs.
And they're all so sweet.
Everybody thinks we're nuts. My baby is right
She's
here.
got one beside us. Look
Here
how cute.
is Baxter. He will not leave my side. So
he's been right with her the whole time.
He sits right here. He wants to be right next to me when I'm making stuff. So he has his little place that he sits just so he can touch his mama. So anyway. I'm still putting this one together, so I'm going to show you what it's going to look like when we...
She's doing really good. I need to try to do one bead because it's the tedious work that I'm not good at, y'all.
It is very tedious because...
Let me see if I can try.
Tiny.
Okay.
Don't break my bowl again. Here we go.
Yeah, I know. I'm breaking her stuff, y'all. I'm breaking her stuff.
That's fine, but these are glass beads, most of them. Some of them are plastic designs. It's just a matter of whatever you want to put on there.
And it's like threading the needle,
y'all. Threading the needle. Here you go. Here's a really pretty one.
I was going to say, you're going to have to help me with the bead selection because there's too many choices, y'all. There's too many choices. Where's the hole?
There.
Is that one a hole?
Yeah,
oh,
right
God, that one's little bitty.
Yes. So here's a purple. It's all different colors. There's no right way or wrong way. You can do it however you want. To me, the more colorful, the better they are. So just pick one, put it on there, and they're falling out. So that's why I have a towel so it won't roll too far.
Let me do it.
All right, now you get toward the end. Yeah. So when we get toward the end,
well, if I can get it there. She's faster than me, y'all.
I know.
Now we do the same thing at the bottom.
So we have this extra length right here, about 1.5 inches. So I'm going to put another leader sleeve on here. If I can get it on. Takes time, steady hand. Alright, so then I have this one that I already pre-drilled, and it's really colorful like the wind chime itself. So I'm going to loop it through the hole. And it has to go through that into the sleeve on the other side, and it's very tiny. Whoop,
I may have got too many beads on there. I may have went crazy with my beads. Hey, Kristen. Hello, everybody. I will be checking the comments, so just ask questions if you have any, and I'll be getting back with you. If I see them on the screen, I'll try to answer you now. But so welcome, everybody.
We have the crimp on there. We're going to crimp this, the little sleeve that's holding the wires, and you want to make sure that both wires are in there really good so that when you crimp down on it, it holds in place and it won't come off. So here we go. So
there was one. And how many will this one have?
I usually put 5 along the bottom. I do put a wire across the top, and it also have beads on it.
Right.
But that's the start of a sun catcher. So we have a little peace sign, we have a little butterfly, all kinds of little pretty colors. So like I said, there's no right way, there's no wrong way.
Look at all the details, y'all, in the beads, the butterflies, and the peace sign, and all the different colored beads.
So, and that's basically it. But like I said, you can do any design.
She's got some really neat.
Some really pretty wind chimes that I made.
And these are really wind chimes, y'all. Listen at it.
So this, we'll put a chain across the top, but I got this piece of driftwood from a friend of mine, and listen.
And she's got keys. She's got keys on there, and little bells and stars. And then the driftwood is so unique.
It's so in right now, and a lot of people love this. And I also have another one here. This one is a little different. It is got a fork in the wood. So
this one's really pretty. Look, y'all. It's got the Y
like
there.
Yep. And I didn't want to mess with the wood too much. I liked the way it looked, but you can see when the wind blows, you've got all these sounds, and I've got all kinds of things hanging down here. I have some little pieces of crystal, keys, butterflies. I have the little round pieces that I made for the sun catchers.
Y'all know that's some patience right there. Patience and hard work. Handmade items are gorgeous. Look how that, and she puts her heart into it, don't she?
I really love doing arts and crafts and designing new ones. I have requests all the time for different colleges, so I try to do those in the school colors. And
now, when you were telling about yourself, did you tell them that you started with the bottles?
At first, I started making wine bottle wind chimes, and those are very hard to cut. I couldn't ever get the cutting myself. My husband has a steadier hand, so he did all the cutting. I kind of got away from that. I want to get started back in it, but maybe one day we can do that one, because that's a lot different than these.
Right. Okay, well, I don't know, let's keep going. Do some more beads, I guess.
Sure.
Let me see, I had some questions for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, how long have you been in business? Did you tell us that?
Well, it has been 3 years that we've actually been doing our booth at the Rusty Chandelier. It was kind of bad in the beginning. I moved in the 1st of March of 2020, and then 3 weeks later, COVID blew up and shut everything down. So it was like, wow, I'm getting started in this business, and then I can't do business. So, but you know, things have quieted down, and COVID's not so in there anymore. But
about 3 years now.
About 3 years.
And that's when you started your models, or you did that before?
I did that before.
But you've been doing
We've been doing this. My husband and I have started building furniture. We try to do the farmhouse replicas.
Right.
And I love to go antiquing, trying to find pieces that I can take, sand down, change them into something else, change the color, make them, prettier for, what they look like before. Instead of the rugged piece of furniture, I take it and clean it up and paint it, and it's so much prettier afterwards. And we've been doing that too. I do try to have a variety of different things for people that come into the booth, so it's not just the sun patches.
Yeah, tell them about your wood burning.
Oh, I also wood burn, and I don't have a piece of
We should have brought some of that too. She does do the wood burning and very pretty pieces. She does bigger ones and smaller.
The wood slices. I try to do different kinds of wood, but mostly I do cedar. I do all kinds of designs there, military, colleges, hunting scenes. I've done Spider-Man for my grandson, and so you never know what you might see when you come in my booth, because it takes so long to do those pieces that and they sell so fast that I can't keep them in the booth. But I really love doing that. So you never know what I'll be doing, because I do a lot of everything.
Right. Her booth is so cute. And how long have you been at the Rusty?
3 years.
3 years, okay.
Yeah.
So I've been at the Rusty just not even a year yet. And so that's how we met. And luckily, she was working the same shift as I was working.
Right.
And we started talking. And I was like, hey, you want to be on my series?
Sure. Yeah. What do we got to do? Talk about how great I am. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, we could do that.
But for those that just hopping on, I'm Wendy. I'm the owner of Rosebrook Boutique near Meridian, Mississippi. And this is my series, Handmade at Heart, with Craft Round the Clock TV. And we are here with Miss Sherry with CRtC Creations, and she is showing us her handmade art. I would call it art, y'all, because it's so pretty. And she has shared where she gets her beads and what other tools. We need the wire.
That's all you need.
So basically, you need the beads,
the
wire,
the little sleeves to hook around the wire to make sure that nothing falls apart.
Your cutting tools.
My cutting tools, I do have a pair of wire cutters that I use, and my crimping tool. And that's basically it. So
and
you don't need a lot. And
she showed this earlier. It takes her about an hour to do a design, and you just put it in whatever pan shape you want. She's got square and rounds, and she's got some muffin tins that she does the smaller pieces. But look how pretty, y'all. And so this will go into the oven and melt together.
400 degrees.
400 degrees for
30 minutes.
30 minutes.
You just have to check it at 30 minutes. It might need a little bit longer, because you want it to be flat, like this is. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a flat surface, so that's what you want to make sure that your beads completely melt.
Melt in there. And she just has her designs in her head, y'all. So very unique with that, and like I said, handmade, which is wonderful.
Yep.
And she's just, she's
There you
trying
go.
to teach me, but y'all, I'm slow. I can put a few
There you go.
beads on there and maybe do the crimping tool at the bottom.
Sure. We're gonna keep working here, putting this one together, and just.
Do you think you need to start with the same color?
No, you don't
so
have to. You just do
go
whatever
with it.
you want.
You mean go in here?
And this one. I try to use the glass, but I do use
Okay,
plastic.
so the sun catches
So if
it.
the sun catches it, you want something with a sparkly design on it to catch the sun and kind of play with it a little bit. Make
So
sure that
yeah,
you have,
there's different. So these right here are plastic beads, and
those
these
are plastic.
glass.
Most of these are glass. There are some plastic, but because they're different designs. But the plastic ponytail beads, I get them from Amazon. I get them from Beadery. Is a company called Beadery, Beadry. Also, I get them from a company called Bead 10, Beadtin. Get them from there, and order whatever color you want. So there's no.
Do they come like separate colors? Do you ever get a mixed bag?
You can buy mixed. You can buy regular colors. I like to buy the ones with the glitter in them, because that makes them shine even more. So, and that's what you want, is it to look as pretty as possible, because you want to catch people's eye. You want people to say, "Hey, where did you get that?" So make one, have fun. Like I said, you don't want to mess up your cake pan, so go to Dollar General or the dollar store, Dollar Tree, whatever, and get the tins, because you don't want to use the same tins that you bake in. Also, be aware. Can't see the holes.
I can't find the holes.
So, you want to also be aware that it does put off a fume, so you want to make sure that your house is very aerated, so that you don't breathe that. So if you have asthma or anything like that, you want to be careful. So open a window. You don't want to breathe the fume that goes off from those. So just be careful with that too. So, but you can use all kinds of stuff, beads. Like I said, we did show earlier, we have a butterfly here, butterfly bead. So I use these. Those are a little more expensive, but I might put one like in the middle of the longest middle bead run of beads. I may put that in that, just so it has a little bit of something different. And you can do it any way you want to. There's no rules.
But definitely, you can spark your creativity with this, is for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Deborah, how are you doing? There was something I was thinking of when you was talking.
Oops, I dropped it.
Oh, talking about the fumes. Now, if you've ever used any kind of paint product that you can put on glass and you have to heat set that in the oven, it has this odor as well, because I do that with my chalk couture, and it does put off an odor. So I just usually put my hood vent on, and like she said, just make sure it's well ventilated and things like that.
Yes.
But that's to be expected anytime you're burning.
Crafting, burning any kind of things and molds.
I'm sure your wood burning has a smell too.
Yes, it does have a smell, and I usually have to wash my hair afterwards, because my hair smells like smoke, and people will think I'm a 2-pack-a-day smoker if I don't wash my hair after I do it. But you want to make sure any kind of craft that puts off fumes, epoxy, anything like that, you want to make sure that you're in a very good aerated area, so that you do not get overcome from the fumes themselves. So just keep that in mind. When you're doing this, you do want to make sure that you do have a well-vented area, so that you're not, susceptible to any kind of fumes or anything like that.
But feel free to follow my page. All you have to do is click the screen right now. It brings down my name. At the top, there's 3 dots. I appreciate anybody that wants to follow me. I show my DIY crafts on my page. I also...
She does great.
Thank you. I also do videos with Craft Around the Clock. And Craft Around the Clock TV is my series. Handmade at Heart, and it's going to be Fridays. Today was a little bit earlier than normal. It started at 9:45 today, but they're normally going to be at 10. So keep watch. They will be for the next few weeks. So, and every week we will meet a new small business owner that does something with their hands, y'all. They'll either be doing paint techniques or building furniture. She's doing wind chimes and sun catchers. So the next week will be, she does mostly ceramics, and so you'll want to come back and meet Miss Vivian.
She's really good. She makes the Christmas trees. They're beautiful.
And
she has a booth right across from me at the Rusty Chandelier. So she is a great, nice young, I say young lady because she's like a little greenie. I love her. I love her.
Yeah, I think y'all love her too. So make sure y'all come back. We still got a few more minutes. Is there anything else we can think of to tell them about your business and everything? Go follow her page as well.
CRtC Creations. I usually try to put something on there once every week, especially when I finish a piece, a wood burning piece. I love to do the military. I have some beautiful Marine Corps, Air Force, Navy, Coast Guard, Army pieces that I love, and I sell a lot of those. So come see me. Come see Wendy. She's there too.
I'm there too. I have the little clothing kiosk there.
Yes.
On my page, I do my clothing, sizes small through 3X, and I also do my DIY crafts, and I sell makeup. So that's what you'll see on my page, and you're welcome. I would love to have you. Hey, is that Deborah? How are you doing? Thanks for everybody that joined us. We're getting to the end of this thing. I want to try to do
Wendy do this.
I'm gonna try to
little
do the
crimp at the very bottom. I'm gonna put it on for her because it is kind of hard to see.
I'm gonna put my glasses on so I can see what I'm doing.
Yes. So you run it through the hole there.
And earlier, if you missed it, we drilled the little holes up here, and she had already pre-drilled the holes in here.
So here you go.
And she just uses
a
drill. And do you know what bit this is?
I have no idea.
I'm sure somebody's wondering what kind of bit, but it's a small one, y'all.
It's a small one. Okay, I've already got this one basically ready for her to crimp.
So I'm just crimping it.
Yes,
I don't have to push
everything
it through.
is ready for you. So you
just
want to put it around the sleeve itself, and you have to squeeze just as hard as you can to close it. And you want to do it 3 or 4 times up and down because it's about half an inch.
Am I even on it?
Yeah, you got it. Yeah.
Did I get it?
Yes, you did.
Did
So
I get it good?
you did good.
Yay!
Great. I'm just going to double check it though. All right. So you want to make sure that it's really tight.
She's gonna double check behind me. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. We don't want them to fall off and break.
Yeah,
and speaking of breaking, she said they're very durable. They look so dainty, you know, so I just thought they were going to break if they fall, but she says they're very durable.
But this is hard plastic. I mean, you know, look, I'm knocking on it. So these have been through several tornadoes, the ones that I have out in my yard. Believe it, and they've made it. They actually were on the shepherd's hook, and they actually blew so hard, they rode up the shepherd's hook and down the other side. So I know that they'll last.
Right.
And they're not going to break. Now, we did run over one with a car. That one broke, okay?
So they're not...
one blew off of a shepherd's hook into the driveway. We didn't see it. We ran over it. So
if you run over it with your car, it may not withstand that, but it will withstand tornado winds.
Yes, yes. So they are very durable. They're it's time consuming, but like I said, it's my therapy.
She has a busy job. She works at the hospital, and so on her off days she can relax and do these beautiful sun catchers and wind chimes. And once again, she had pre-drilled, she said usually about 5 holes, so there'll be a few more strings for here. She'll put
I'll put a piece across
up
the top
here.
Of the beads.
Let's show them those again for those that may just be hopping on at the end.
This one is a beautiful one of the beach scene. And
she's actually taken this one after our live to her brother.
So you'll see that.
Let me hold it closer. Look how pretty, y'all. It's a beach scene. Now your brother lives near the beach.
He lives in Orange Beach.
Orange Beach.
Yes.
So this will be perfect. A little gift for him. And look how pretty. And I love, y'all know, if you follow me, y'all know this is my favorite color. Teal. Turquoise.
Yeah, but they're really pretty. And like I said, they last. through just about any kind of leather.
So that's a big thing. Like I said, she did the flower that she's got to bake and do.
Here is one for the
She does the
volunteer fans.
She does the school. We'll give her a break since she didn't do one for Alabama, but we'll.
I do have some in my booth though.
We'll give. Yeah, she does.
They've been hanging there a long time.
Roll Tide, roll
Go
Tide.
State.
But here's Tennessee, and she's got an LSU one and a Mississippi State, right?
Yes, I do have LSU.
She hasn't made these. These are just in
These
baked.
basically came out of the oven just like that. You have to let them cool a little bit before you
That's
pull
just
them
the,
out.
oh, here it is.
You have to let it cool. You have to let it cool. Don't take it
Is that
out.
right?
I don't know. You have to let it cool. Don't let it. Don't try to take it out while it's hot because it'll burn you. Let them cool down before you take them out. You turn your pan over and it pops right out.
So how long does it usually take to cool?
Maybe 10 minutes. No more than that. I'm usually do a bunch at a time, so I
And again, she just gets pans from the Dollar Tree.
pans, any size, any shape.
So once you use the pan for this, you just need to keep it separate and put it with your crafting
I would
supplies.
not
Yeah.
cook with these because they have had these beads in them. I'm sure there's some kind of toxicity. I don't really know for sure.
And she
That's why I don't
uses
use them again.
the plastic beads mainly to melt.
To melt. The ponytail beads, you can get these at Walmart, Amazon. You can order them from a bead company. Like I said, beadery.com and Bead 10 is usually the two companies that I use. Now the glass beads, I order those from Fire Mountain. They're a really great bead company, and you can buy all kinds of jewelry stuff, supplies, tools, everything from that company. I get my wire and my sleeves, my leader sleeves. It's just a little bitty metal tube that your wire goes through, and you crimp it like fishermen do to put their fishing bait together, their baits and stuff together. So that's it.
And she uses the glass beads mostly for the hanging down so it can catch the sun better.
Yes, yes.
The light, the sun rays. And then we're going to show y'all these other ones real quick, and I think that will do us. This one is a really pretty. Oh yeah, this one probably took you forever, but I love the wood that she used. It's got the little Y shape there. And look.
And the sound is absolutely beautiful.
I love wind chimes, y'all. I love the sound of them. I'm going to have to buy one from her. I just hadn't decided which one yet.
Aren't you going to get an Alabama?
My husband is not an Alabama fan.
Uh-oh. That don't work.
And then the other one is a little bit smaller than she did, but it's still on the driftwood. Look how pretty. And the driftwood, I don't know if y'all can tell, but it's got like a little shape to it, so it's not just totally straight.
Like a stick off of a tree, so you never can get a straight stick. But I try to follow the line. This piece exactly, went.
And you just use some kind of little.
This is a eye hook.
Little eye hooks to put the string on.
I got the hardware store, and then it's got the piece. I'm gonna put a chain across here so it's very sturdy, so that it won't fall apart.
But I appreciate Miss Sherry for inviting us into her home, y'all, and showing us her wonderful art and her handmade talent. And I'm not going to ever make one.
Oh, come on now.
But I'm going to buy some from her. How about that?
That's great.
It's a little bit too tedious for me, but I love it, y'all. I love the colors, and I love the designs that she comes up with. Wonderful, wonderful talent. And I appreciate you for
so much.
joining us today. And y'all come back this coming Friday. I don't know the date. I was going to have that in my head, and I totally forgot, y'all. And but it's this Friday, Miss Vivian. I'll be making posts about it, and we will post things with Craft Around the Clock TV. So make sure y'all get into that group. And I think we're also on YouTube, y'all. So check us out over there on YouTube. If you are a YouTuber, subscribe to our channel. We would appreciate that. Thanks for everybody that stopped by. Thank you, Katie. Yeah, the puppy's wanting some attention.
Yeah, he's wanting attention. Sorry.
But y'all have a great weekend, and we'll see y'all again. I will next Friday. And y'all make sure y'all go check her page out.
Yeah,
and if you're in the Laurel area, check her booth out.
You might catch me there.
See y'all.
Bye.
Bye.